So, a little while back, I did this quick drawing of Hotaru and Chibiusa from Sailor Moon. And I kind of went for like a 1920s kind of vibe with the clothing and the style. Basically, it was just kind of like a little doodle, though, because I really need to practice drawing and painting in the side program, the side paint tool. Because, like, I like my traditional work and I like using traditional media, but I feel like it would be beneficial for me to play around with the computer some more. Like, I've used, like, Photoshop and Sci before, but I haven't really kept up with practicing it over the years, so I'm still kind of with it. Like, I have, like, a lot to learn, and really it's just a matter of practicing. But, I mean, I do have fun with the watercolor brush inside, so I am enjoying this. It's just, like, I look at this and I'm like, this is practice, and I can tell it's practice, and, like, I wish I were instantly good at the computer, at the drawing on the computer, but no, I'm not. I definitely need to improve line work on the computer, because my line work is so bad when it comes to doing it on the computer. Like I already set my brush and everything, so now I just have to get used to handling the pen and, like, refining my line work, which is something, like, I don't want to say I'm bad at it when it comes to traditional line work and traditional drawings, but, like, I'm definitely bad when it comes to doing it on the computer. So I need a lot of practice in that area. But this was mainly practice for me to, like, color stuff in and play around with the watercolor brush some more. Get a feel for how Sci works, get a feel for layers. So I started off with a base flat color using the regular brush. And then I went in and added darks and highlights and whatever else with the watercolor brush. And I did, like, some opaque setting for it, I think. And then I tried to blend it out a bit with the base color and with another color in between, like, the dark and the base. So I need to work on blending a bit more, I know that. I actually went back into this after I finished recording this and did some more blending. So it's slightly better, but again, I don't want to spend, like, so much time on it just because it's still practice, if that makes sense. But, like, I don't know, staring at this, I just wasn't overall happy with it. What do I want to say? It wasn't, like, 100% in love with everything. I'm happy with it, but I wasn't, like, 100% this is, like, top quality, what I want. Like, and you saw me, I was listening to an audiobook while doing this coloring, this drawing. Because I was treating it as practice, I guess I didn't, like, refine it as much as I could have. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too harsh on myself. That's what happens when you start, like, comparing yourself to, like, where you want to be, or you compare yourself to other people. You just, like, you got to remember you're still learning things. And, like, I can draw and paint traditionally, but it's a totally another thing to do it on the computer and to transfer these skills digitally. So it takes practice, you know, just because you're an artist and you might be good at, like, one thing doesn't mean you're good at everything art related. It takes practice. It takes practice to learn traditional. It takes practice to learn digital, and just everything in between. I'm trying to practice sculpture too, and that's a whole different ballgame. It's all art, but it's all different. But yeah, so I just did a little bit of fan art, some Sailor Moon fan art. I was trying to make it more like, I wasn't going for, like, a 1920s kind of art style. No, I wasn't going for, like, an art nouveau. Oh my god, I can't speak. That's my dog. I wasn't going for, like, a specific style with this. I was just playing around with the watercolor brush, basically. But the style of clothing was 1920s inspired. So it's kind of go for, like, a little more mature Hotaru and Chibiusa. And, like, many people my generation, many girls my generation, women now, I grew up watching Sailor Moon when I was a little girl, so of course I love it, and of course I'm going to do fan art and all that. So yeah, I mean, I used to love Magical Girl anime. I haven't, like, watched much recently. I did start, like, a space anime that's on Netflix. Like, I think it's called Knights of Sidonia or something like that. I don't remember, but it's on Netflix. I've been trying to find, like, a good space anime and not watch Cowboy Bebop again, but I might just go watch Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, so that's my little drawing. That's my little color practice. I guess all I can say is, you know, it takes practice. And if you're like a beginner with coloring digitally or even traditionally and you want to get better, you just have to keep practicing.